Good morning, everyone. Don Cramer with the Cramer Group at Urban Nest Realty. Happy Wednesday to you. It is episode 87 of Coffee with Cramer. My partner, Colleen Schaefer, is unable to make it today. She's actually working with a client on a couple of home due diligence repair items. And so Colleen sends her best. But anyway, we're here. We're Wednesday. We're here for the weekly recap, so you've got the latest and greatest as to what's going on in the Las Vegas real estate market. So this week is the last full week of August. Can you believe September is next week? How crazy is that? But we've got the numbers and kind of charting out what's going on here a little bit. So let's begin here with the weekly overall stats. So this week we entered in with 5,104 single-family listings available for sale. Now that's up just under a point and a half from last week's number of 5,035. Of the 5,104, 5,035 were traditional sales, 39 short sales, and 30 foreclosures. Again, modest numbers there. Now, under contract, though, picked up at a slightly higher pace, going up 2.8% over the last week to a new number of 4,548 versus last week's number of 4,423. Of the 4,548 under contract, 4,413 are traditional sales, 111 are short sales, and 24 are foreclosures. Other big key stat are the back on markets. We had 181 properties, and price decreases 533, and median sold price still holding in at $330,000. Now, I've got some questions recently from people about what exactly is back on market. So that makes up a few things. Those are homes that were either withdrawn from the MLS for a particular reason under condition, ones that were placed on a temporary hold. So temporary hold's a little different than a withdrawn, just so you know, different circumstances there. And then ones that were under contract and that had fallen out. Vast majority of them are under contracts going back on the market. And then a small portion making up the temporarily off market or the withdrawn for a particular reason there. So that's the overall weekly stats, and we'll now go to the weekly change. So this last 7 days, we added 713 new listings. You can see the 181 back on market number. Price decreases, there's the 533. And then under contracts, both in the show and no-show states, we had 979. So we're still putting a very healthy number of homes under contract than we have compared to those coming on the market and back on markets as well. So, we're still pacing a little more going into contract than we are pacing into the marketplace itself. Now, the last segment we want to take a look at is what's going on at each of our major price point segments. Let's take a look at those real quick. So in the under 250,000 home segment, we have 420 homes actively for sale. In the 250,000 to 500,000 segment, we have 2,861 listings. In the 500,000 to 750 segment, we have 821 listings. In the mid-luxury 750 to $1 million, we have 283 homes for sale. And then homes over $1 million, we have 496. From a week-over-week change, not a whole lot changed. Some numbers pretty much remain the same. Some adjusted slightly. Now, under contracts, though, we have had some pickups, mostly in the mostly around the 250 to 500,000 range. So to give you an idea there, we have 581 homes under 250,000 under contract. In the 250 to 500,000, we have 3,201 listings. That's up just shy of about 100 homes there. In the 500,000 to 750 range, we have 510 homes under contract. In the 750 to million, we have 150 homes under contract. And then in the $1 million plus segment, we have 140 homes under contract. So those are this week's stats. So kind of what does that mean? Now, typically, in the last week of August, that's kind of the last hurrah in a normal year, because people are going into, most of the families that are buying in the early to midpoint of August, so they can close, so they can prepare to get their children into the schools that they wanted to be zoned for the school year. Now, because of the COVID situation and strong buyer demand with the low interest rates, that's still carrying forward. We even may see it carry forward beyond the start of the school year. The next couple of weeks will kind of tell the tale. We do have a holiday coming up, so we may see a little, between the month change and holiday, first 10 days, we may see maybe a little bit of a blip there. However, if we see a pick back up in demand, say mid-September, that means that the traditional lull from the start of the school season didn't really hit us. So that's kind of the next little wave we're kind of looking at and trying to monitor, because we think what has happened is originally COVID, which hit us in the spring buying season, we kind of offset that into summer. Now will we kind of see part of the summer season still being active as we move further into the month of September, possibly even October. And I think the low interest rates will continue to drive it. We do have the one major item about September having to do with the eviction moratorium, looking like that's going to be lifted, as well as the foreclosure process moratorium. Again, that's in September, and that also depends, providing that the governor doesn't make any changes to the current directives in place. So buyer demand still remaining strong. Inventory numbers are picking up a little bit, but again, demand is still kind of keeping that overall amount of inventory in check. And we'll see how we wrap up the month of August and start September. But it looks like across all price points, from entry level up to the luxury segments, pretty robust market. So that's this week's Las Vegas housing market update. I'm Don Cramer with the Cramer Group at Urban Nest Realty. Next week, actually, we're going to probably do a taped version. I'm going to be at a great gathering, virtual, albeit, of some of the top real estate agents in the nation. Actually, I'm speaking on a panel that allows me to reach out to and connect with almost 12,000 agents, both locally, nationally, and internationally. And so I'll be speaking to a panel there on that. More about that as we get a little closer. If you are a real estate agent and tuning in, maybe I'll see you at that summit next week. It's a big event, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of great speakers. So we use this opportunity to learn, network, and build bridges to our fellow agents and realtors across the United States and elsewhere. So if I don't catch you all next week, we may have a couple taped episodes. We may be in a little different live situation, but coffee with Cramer next week might be a little bit of orange juice, might be bottled water with Cramer for a little bit as we go through next week. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions about real estate, do us a big favor. Give us a call, shoot us an email, reach out to Colleen or I. We'd love to answer any questions you have about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Till next time, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.